Oh, don't be a chapter 1, you jerk. It's not a chapter 1? What the? Let's go to Old Faithful and solve a 2-part riddle.
So,
Yay.
welcome everyone for joining us.
4 chapter 1.
Me and yeah, I hate the chapter ones. It's me and Oneton. So, may have noticed when we've been together, we've been doing some Order of Souls missions because he cherry picked his way up, only the best missions, and he's left a trail of Order of Souls he needs to do. And I said, we were in the tavern, and I said, well, at least we're not complete noobs and still need to do gold hoarders. And he was like, yeah, about that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how many Order of Souls do you need to do?
Oh god, it's better than 150. I want to say 170.
Right. So
but
I'm
only have about 50 gold hoarders left.
Right, I think I'm going to call this series Curse of the Gold Hoarders, and we know why.
That's perfect. It's perfect.
Right. Old Faithful.
Faithful it is.
An Old Faithful Isle.
Good.
One of the least favourite islands in the game, I think, by common agreement, but I don't mind
like
it so myself.
I like it and Plunder.
Just because people leave you alone when you're there.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, my own crew leaves me alone when I'm there. Like, just like, alright, Bun's got that one. And then they leave.
Yeah, I think Thieves Haven is my least favourite island.
Yeah, for sure. Same thing, but it's not the design of the island. It's that I can always get pestered there. I just never feel safe at all.
It's just those big holes up the top that get me. It's those big holes up the top that get me. So, if any of you there missed the rare stream that was just an hour or so ago, they've just been talking about Tall Tales, and I am so excited. You shouldn't stand in front of me, seriously.
It's gonna be so good.
It looks so amazing. Adventure stories, magic books, following trails, magical clues. It's just... In fact, stop watching this video. Where is it? Yeah, you. Stop watching this video, okay? And go watch the rare video, okay? I mean it.
Seriously.
I mean it.
Seriously.
We both mean it. Give me on point. Give me on point. Give me on point. We need emphasis. Point the other way. Point the other way.
No,
Other way. Into my camera.
Wait. It's true.
No,
wait,
point
where
the.
are we
Yeah.
This way.
Yeah, straight ahead. You.
Fast.
Yeah. You too. You as
Yeah,
well.
you.
Okay. All of you. Stop
You,
watching this video.
that guy.
Go watch the rare stream immediately. Okay. Because the stuff we're talking about is very exciting.
It really is.
In fact, if
I'll be able to talk about it.
In fact, if you don't, then I will go totally PvP on you the next time I see you, whoever you are. I don't know who you are, I'm just going to know there's just going to be a ping in my head and it's did not watch the rare stream.
Dangerous.
And I am going to keg you out of existence. Okay, you're not going to be allowed back from the Ferry of the Damned, okay, because there's not going to be enough of you left to come back.
It's just a half bucket full of your dust.
In fact,
not even a full bucket full of your dust.
In fact, it's going to hurt you in real life. It's going to be so bad. Okay? You're going to have broken legs and stuff, and all your friends are going to come in and say, what hell happened? You're like, I don't know!
I was hit by a green cannonball, and then suddenly I couldn't stop limping, and I can't jump, and I fell out of the crow's nest.
There's going to be a flicker on the screen, and you're going to see that well on Wanderer's Refuge, and it's going to be the sound like from The Ring, and I'm going to come my pirate, this guy is going to come crawling out of the well, come towards the screen, crawl out of the screen, and just start beating 10 shades of grog out of you.
that's right. The promptitude will come and get you.
And every time you turn your computer on, and every time you come back to play Sea of Thieves without watching that video, it's just going to be me. You're going to turn on. You're going to see. It's just going to see the well, me, and then you're just going to remember a lot of pain.
Skull pile at the peak. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's easy.
Not at the peak. I mean, yeah, but I gotta. Okay. Certain events have transpired. Namely, I missed the. Rock wall. I missed the shelf and just burped right into the ocean, so now I gotta swim around.
Whilst he is messing around in the water, you will join me as we mess around in a boat. See? No. That way. I'm going to see if I can actually maybe put together a video of that. The kind of the ring thing, but with me is coming at the well. Just a whole load of stop motion things where I come creepily towards the camera.
Find the haircut where all your hair has come forward.
No, I don't want to sit in the rowboat. I really hope they make this No, I don't want to sit in the rowboat.
Nope. Still broken and awful.
See, they give you the things that they want, but they always break them before they give them to you.
I blame quality British engineering.
I guess they don't want to put themselves out of a
who
job.
doesn't want to deviate? But then you think about, okay, well, like if I had to deviate, then who would I get to repair it? It's not even who would I get to drive it, or how would I fuel it, or insure it. No, it's who would I get to fix it if I had one. I would love one, but then who would I hire to fix it?
Sell them a DVD player, and that's all you sell them. Sell them one that doesn't work, and they'll pay a fortune to have it fixed. Make one that breaks down a lot, and they'll keep on paying to get it fixed. It's just knowing what the market will tolerate.
See, here again, we have the Scots to blame. You go and invent capitalism. Where does it leave the rest of us? What the? Why? What? Oh, I see. We've. Okay. What? What do you? Okay.
There's tons of stuff in there.
Okay.
When you said you were filling a rowboat full of treasure, sorry, the anchor's down.
Yeah. It's okay.
When you said that you were filling a rowboat full of treasure, I actually thought you were doing like a rowboat challenge just to punish yourself.
Oh no! I've definitely done a lot of those. But no, I was literally just sort of, you know, warming the hearth until you showed up.
As if you even know what a hearth is.
I mean, okay. I mean
you'd
a
probably have
hedge
to.
we have a hard time with.
You'd probably have to go to one of those old-fashioned, preserved villages to find out. See that thing? Oh, that's a hearth.
We
Home
have
is where
those.
the hearth is, because they're damn expensive. You don't leave a home with a good hearth.
You don't, because it'll burn down.
Oh, there was a good
You
show.
gotta stay there and tend the hearth.
There was a
It'll
good.
eat your house.
There was a good show joke as we put a light in the window. Nothing much happened, except the house burned down.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
There we go.
That's the beach I wanted.
Right, you want to put down another voyage?
Yeah. Hang on just a second. I still gotta go fetch that last chest that was up on the top of the hill. 103!
Right. Marauder's Arch. Lone Cove. That's a chapter 1. It's a chapter 1. Do you want to vote it off?
Well, I don't... Let's see, do I have another one in my pocket? I don't think I have another one in my pocket.
I've got another one.
Okay. Well, then I'll vote it off. I just gotta go fetch this one. Like, there's this chest up the hill that I'm determined to get.
He's a glutton for punishment.
I mean, it's a Marauder's chest. They don't just make those.
That's the one thing. I went out on a gold Hoarders by myself the other day. You weren't available, and it was mostly Marauders chests, and it's level 50 Marauders chests, even after they've reduced the worth of the captain's chests.
Yeah. It seems like they've tuned down the random loot a little bit in production too, to the point where like it's not super common to find chests laying around the way it was for a while there.
Well, I think that was a glitch, when you came around and there was like double loot on all the islands.
Like bouquets of them. Yeah. That's not so much what I'm talking about. It's just like I mean I do what you do a bit, where I call them build rat days, where I don't take voyages from the major affinities. I just go do stuff, right? Just see what the map throws me and go do that.
Whatever the sea may take you.
Right, exactly. And it's fun to just not be goal oriented and kind of see what happens. But it seems like when I do those sorts of days, it seems like it's throwing me a lot less treasure than usual.
I just like doing a variety of stuff, and of course it's all low-level missions, so the skeletons aren't tough. You can do them by yourself. They can still be fun. They can still be up a bit of a challenge, but it's not going to make you tear your hair out.
Yeah, I think the mercenary missions were nice for that, because it was sort of kind of a low-key Athena's.
I'll be back in a second.
You got
You may as well set sail.
What are you up to?
I ran into 2 kegs.
Oh, jeez.
I need to close my curtains because the sun is blazing in, and that's unusual for Scotland, but give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's knobbing knees out in the yard right now. Geez, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. and the sun is blazing in there. Red letter day.
Right, sorry about that. When I come back, I will stick down my voyage.
Mm-hmm.
There
he is.
Yep.
I hear daggers.
Yep.
Oops. Did they talk about the idea that you can have a tall tale and a voyage going at the same time? That they're separate
They
slots?
didn't. Yes, yes.
Okay.
It was something we wanted to know. Can you do it? And they said yes, but it can be difficult because the missions are long enough. But you can do. Okay, we need to go to Marauder's Arch anyway. Kraken's.
Devils.
And then
Okay,
Devil's
we've
Ridge
got
right
another
down the
bottle
bottom.
on Devils. There's yeah, and there's a bottle on Devils as well.
Okay.
Yeah, my hockey team has made it through the first round of the playoffs, and we won. So the commissioner of beards has allowed me one beard shaping. I've been allowed to touch my face with a razor once.
A shaving or a shaping?
A bit of both. I got the scariest parts of my neck cleaned up, and made it look a little bit more deliberate. But I got my one, and apparently I'm done until. Oh boy!
Wait a minute. Let's see what it is.
What color?
White ghost. White ghost. White ghost. White ghost. White
ghost.
ghost. No.
White ghost. You're not white.
Let's kill him just for not.
CFO.
Let's kill him for not being
Kill
white.
him just for not being white.
That's perfectly acceptable.
It's the Führer's worst nightmare. We will kill him for his whiteness. Get over here, bad old shark. Nice. Und zwei. Duck.
And the banjo's kicked in.
Run for cover. So you know it's good. That's 4, I think.
How many hits does it take to kill him?
15, if my memory's good. Although it could change by boat, like the Krakens.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a fun time earlier. Because the Kraken will make you kill 7 tentacles if you're on a brigantine. And I caught a Kraken, and I killed a tentacle and got out of it. And a very daring sloop sailed in right behind me. So I just stood and watched, and I watched them kill 3 tentacles. Okay.
Right side.
I gotta go. Watch them kill a 4th tentacle, still not leaving. I think they may have doubted their choices. He should be close. No, that's 15 for sure. It's definitely store by now. But I think it changes it for the boat.
Here it comes. Huzzah!
Over his nose. Oh boy.
I killed him! I killed him! I killed him!
Giblets, baby. Giblets. Nicely done. I'm just hoping the boat isn't leaking. Okay, cool. Yeah, because he's glitched over the top of the... He's glitched over the... Like, I can't get down into the boat because his model's over the top of it.
Okay, we're not sinking too badly. Well, never kill him that close again.
Oh no, this is my favorite way to do it. If you can get lucky and shoot him on the lunge, it's the best. But you gotta wait for his model to sink before you're allowed into the bottom of your boat again. Look at his big old tail. Bye, buddy. Thanks for the loot.
I just remember
I wish I could cook you.
my friend Daltwan. Cheers, mate.
Yeah,
Who killed it with his sword, and it's like there were billions of views, but there were so many people saying hacker reported, just trolling him. There should be an achievement for killing it with a sword or at close range, you know, when it's doing a lunge.
Yeah. You'd have fools doing crazy stuff for that. Should be great.
I mean, we're doing crazy stuff without the reward for doing it, but you know.
Yeah, but I mean, incentivize a little Evil Knievel.
Yes. Oh, I remember we had a toy Evil Knievel bike when we were wee.
Same thing, you know, I had, it's kind of sentimental, but the last of my grandparents' generation of kind of brothers and sisters has just passed in the last couple weeks.
Oh, sorry.
So is the eldest grand. That's all right, you know. I mean, like they all live past their 90s for the most part, you know. I mean, they did real well. You get what you get, and they got
past their
pretty
90s or lived through the 90s, because the 90s were pretty nasty.
Their 90s, not our 90s.
Right. Because the fashion sense alone was terrible.
No, it was bad for sure. But no, they you know, I mean, I guess my point is they lived in old age. It's not, you know,
Yeah.
You grieve for the loss, but this is as good as it gets, really.
Yeah.
But the youngest of my youngest grand's sisters was the last to go, and she had 2 kids. But weirdly, they never really cleaned up after the kids when they moved out of the house, if you know what I mean. Like the kids got old and they left, but they kept all of their stuff around. And so when I was a great grandkid, for them a grandkid, right, and came by their house, I would just play with all their kids' stuff. And their kids are 12, 15 years my senior. Right, so I got treated to a generation of toys that wouldn't have been mine.
Like what?
And some of them were like the GI Joes that are the size of Barbies.
Yes, yes, we had the command center.
Sure, like chemistry sets with genuinely dangerous things in them.
Yes.
You know. There's some really good stuff, but you know, I found myself sort of reminiscing about those toys about a week before her passing, and it was this kind of funny, touching thing where, like, you know, I mean, like, I knew her and she was all right, but really what I loved was her basement that was full of all of the old toys. That like,
it was like having a toy store, a magical toy store in the basement.
It was all collector's items that I was allowed to touch, you know, like all of the, you know. All of the things were intact still. Her kids were really gentle and they played with everything really politely. So, like, you know, the boxes were all still there, and they had, you know, the board games all still had their pieces in that.
What sort of board games?
What did they? Yeah, they had a. Did you ever play Cootie?
No.
Cootie was a really popular game, and so the way it worked was basically you had a dice game that you had to play, and if you lost your gamble, then slowly over time you would have to build yourself a cootie out of bugs or out of plastic pieces. So it was this little plastic bug that you assembled all the legs and all the eyes and like that. And the worse things got for you, the more cooties you had.
Again, we had so many kids that the toys kind of went through a couple of generations. But I do remember Curse the Mummy, which had, like, you got the cardboard sides of a pyramid to put up. We had Ghost Castle from MB.
I've heard Ghost Castle is mythical. Like, it's, if you can find one, it's amazing.
Yeah, they've got.
Isn't that the one that had the talking parts?
No, Ghost Castle or Haunted House, I think it was called in America. It had had a central plastic thing that was a set of stairs with a slide down it, and you dropped the skull.
Right, that's what it was.
The glowing skull, and it would randomly trip a trap and possibly affect one of your characters. And if your character got hit by a trap, and then they became scared and couldn't do anything until you rolled a 6.
Oh, that's awesome.
How about Atmosphere? The first one that came with a video.
I don't know that one, but that sounds awesome.
It was a board game, and it came with a video that ran alongside you, and I remember, what was it, when we played it together? It's like, I am the gatekeeper. It was eventually at one point he would say, right, which one of you is the youngest? I will call you the little one. Come closer, closer still. You're banished, and never come that close to me again. And that was always my wee brother who got banished. It's like they made different versions of it.
One of the J's, Jerry or John?
Jerry.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Trying to remember the order still.
But then there was what was it?
Look it.
I'm trying to remember. It's just that, like, I think one of my best toys was Video Challenger, and you got this. You got a video to watch that had all these glowing wee squares all over the place, and you had a gun that responded to them. So you shoot the bad ones. Yeah. And so it was welcome, Space Cadet, to Space Challenge. I am your commander. I have a most urgent mission for you. Intergalactic aliens have invaded our Earth's our planet and Earth solar system. You must fight your way through their defenses to save our planet. And it's like, depending on your...
I love the super careful American accent that you remember so well.
Yeah.
The American accent filtered through Japanese education.
There's the video was uploaded, I'm sure, on YouTube. Space Challenge, Video Challenger.
It sounds like the same era would have had us playing Mad Dog McCree, probably. Because it was that early, you had to have a CRT TV in order to get the technology to work.
It was like
3 pegs at once. Sorry, ship.
Is the ship okay?
Yeah, the ship's fine. I'll double check, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just 3 kegs piled up on the same chunk of coast. I couldn't resist. But yeah, Mad Dog McCree was, of course, a cowboy simulator where you had to quick draw against Mad Dog. But it was the video, like literally a VCR game, so predicting when Mad Dog was going to draw wasn't exactly difficult the second time through.
Well, Space Challenge was definitely the best of the videos. There was Turtle Challenge, and where you shot pizzas on the screen for absolutely no reason.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was a Video Challenger at the I got Space Challenge. Space Challenger. Okay. My wee brother got Turtle Challenge, which was Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, where you had to shoot pizzas for no reason. It's like...
Yep.
Yeah, it was Space Challenger mostly what we did, and then we learned to cheat the game to get the best score, because we didn't want to be Space Slime.
That's perfect. That's fantastic.
I guess the video kind of looked like what was that? Something in the world and the Army of Tomorrow. It was vaguely CG. They had some sort of fake CG going on in it.
Yeah, that whole era was super bizarre. Like where they were trying to figure out how to incorporate video in games, like because they didn't quite have the technology. They don't have CGI where they could just duplicate everything digitally. So they would just video something and then overlay a game on the top of it. So you had like Sega CD and the 3DO and that whole generation of kind of, the new exciting technology is the fact that it's on a shiny silver CD-ROM.
What wasn't it? Dragon's Quest? Or was it Dragon's Quest? Dragon's Tale or something like that, but it was a CD game, and all you did was pick the direction the guy ran in.
That's the Ralph Bakshi games. It was that and Space Ace. What was the Dragon something or other?
Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, those games were both awful and amazing.
Yeah, Don Bluth is now making a Dragon's Lair movie.
Oh, Don Bluth, that's what it was.
Traditional animation style. So
That would be really good.
They've promised that the girl was not going to be an airhead. It was just given limitations of the technology, and they had to emphasise things so people understood what was going on, because gamers can be really stupid at times, and so it was she had to deliver her lines very clearly, and the effect came off as you need the key. The dragon wears it around its neck. Be careful.
Well, it's that whole era was the kind of Resident Evil era too, where you had like Japanese producers who could speak remedial English, and so like they would hire voice actors who could speak English like as a first language, but because the producers couldn't understand them, they would make them slow down. So you had like Resident Evil with this super jilted translation track that's not, that really the only thing that inspired it was the fact that like the producer needed to be able to understand the English alongside everyone else.
Yeah, but the delivery of Resident Evil is fantastic.
Oh, I don't know if fantastic is the word I'd use, but yes, definitely notable.
Yeah, not fantastic in a good way, fantastic in a irreplaceable way.
Definitely everyone remembers it.
I mean, did you ever play Resident Evil Survival?
Yep, that was pretty bad too.
Yes. What was it? It's your mother! I want you to stop committing these terrible crimes! I just want you to come home!
It's perfect. It's perfect.
But it's just, it's just the dialogue. Did you see the Resident Evil 2 remake?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, although I still haven't played it yet, and I really want to. Haven't.
Have you watched any replays? Any people play it?
No.
It's just.
Tell me about it.
It's just that in the game there's this scene where like the boy and the girl meet up on either side of a fence, and they were just glad to see each other were alive. But the thing is, when they do it now with better delivery, it makes the whole scene. They're obvious. It's like a teen romance scene. So
No.
it's like they're, just tell her that you love her already. It was a little cringy, but it was good.
Yeah. I don't know. I like those moments.
Yeah. And
I like the tall tale about the lovers. It's good. I like all the kissing parts.
Wait a minute,
Of course, what was that awful movie? Yeah, Princess Bride. Someday you might not mind the kissing part so much.
Yes. Someday your sick will humour you. Is this more kissing? One day you might not mind so much. Well, I'll just leave it there. No, it's okay. I don't mind the kissing part. Fine. Throughout history, there have been only a few kisses that have been rated the best, the most pure, and this one left them all behind. Such a fantastic movie. I mean, really, really dated, but just outstanding. It's just one of these movies that...
I've always loved it. It's kind of one of those things that... I mean, if you're going to put up with a squishy movie, that's the one.
Hello, my name is Domingo Montoyes. You killed my father. Prepare to die! Whoops, I fell overboard.
Oh no! What is it? Prepare to swim.
Stop saying that! You have an overdeveloped sense of vengeance. It's going to get you into trouble one of these days. Right, where are we going? Kraken's Fall and Devil's Ridge. I really wish that the map wasn't this far away.
Oh yeah, on this boat it's particularly kind of burdensome.
Yeah. I mean, I expect the map to be back here.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what else you could put it.
It's what my old computer science teacher used to like to refer to as expert friendly. Expert friendly.
Yes, like Blender, that
Just to
3D
say,
software is expert friendly. I mean, it's
oh yeah,
it's
Blender is.
yeah, it's
You
like,
gotta understand physics fairly well, like in addition to everything else.
I mean, it clearly is like whoever designed the interface was solving the lament configuration from Hellraiser. Suddenly the Cenobites turn up and he said, "Listen, do you guys know anything about hell? Because we need an interface that will make people suffer." And it is the one. I've used a lot of 3D software, and it's just that one had me sitting at my desk, reaching my hand out the screen, going, "Why? Why? What happened there? What did I do?" I had to quit the program to undo something I'd done. Just, you click one button, suddenly the whole interface changed, and you couldn't get out of it. But the 2.8, whatever it is, that recent edition that's now in beta, they've really just gone in there and said, right, people need to be able to use this without slitting their wrists, and it's had some major improvements.
I use a really common, really primitive, and really popular IDE, a text editor for code that's called Vim, and Vim is really notorious because it's not. You don't have to use a mouse at all. And in fact, it's built to discourage you from using a mouse. But that is in many ways kind of the chopsticks of software development, because what you've seen the fork, you know what forks do. Why is there no fork? Why do eschew forks for these two tiny sticks, sir or madam? Why would you do that? Think of the three-tined wonder that you could be fed by now. We could be done. We could have left. That's Vim in a nutshell. Vim is the chopsticks of software development. It seems like billions of people use them, but really no one's entirely sure why, because it's not convenient.
It's like the people who designed Blender set out to really, for no reason, challenge all expectations, like right down to,
Sure.
you normally right click, is it left click to select, and they put it on the right to make it easy for you. To whom was it easier to select with the other side of the mouse that you use in every single other program? Why?
Yeah, and that's kind of my point. Is that you have this. It's just a different vocabulary, right? It's not that it's wrong. It's just that it's this totally counterintuitive vocabulary that's not related to the vocabulary that you're used to using, right? So if you're used to using, utensils that basically amount to fancy shovels,
it's like
this new set of vocabulary is not going to help you.
It's like in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They've got this line which you're safe. You're in the belly of one of those terrifying alien ships, and this is a use of the word safe I've been hitherto unaware of. And it's like, we're making this change in Blender because it'll be helpful and simpler. And it's right. This is a use of the word simple and helpful that we have been hitherto unaware of.
Right. Yeah, for me it's all down to metaphor, it's all down to sort of vocabulary. And I try to talk about puzzles that way too, like what's the puzzle's vocabulary, what's the software's vocabulary, what kind of grunts does it expect out of you?
Blender just expects arduous screams of agony, obviously.
Well, it's Finnish, really. There's one narrow band of miserable fools that have occupied a portion of the world that no one else has been able to conquer, mostly because it's awful there. It speaks a language that only twins can teach one another in the womb, and is
that's a good
totally
thing.
unrelated to all of their neighbors. No, I actually adore Finns. I adore Finnish culture. I even like most of Finnish cooking, at least as I've experienced it. Well, I mean, the rotting fish aside, the other parts are pretty good.
No, it's just that reference to, he speaks a language that only twins could teach each other in the womb, and if you're not his twin, you'll never understand. That's good, I might. I'll remember that one. But is Blender, like, made by Finns?
No, but the Finnish language basically shares no kinship with anything else. It does the job of every other language. It does. It communicates sophisticated ideas and nuance and social tendencies and the weather and all that. It does everything that every other language does. It just does it in a way that's completely counterintuitive to everyone who's not a Finn. And and that's why it's interesting.
Yeah.
Not because you should learn it, but because they've managed to sort of establish a vocabulary unrelated to everyone else and still get the job done. And that's what I mean about Blender. The buttons are not where they belong. But it does the job somehow. Like, a lot of people seem to use it.
Yeah, but the type of people who use it.
Oh, jerks.
No. They're nice people, but they're nice people who did a Rubik's Cube and decided they wanted something a million times more complex just to be enjoyable. Yeah. They didn't need to redesign the wheel, but they did. They didn't need to reinvent the wheel, but they did. Yeah,
and then they put the spokes in the wrong order. And then they changed the size of all the nuts on it.
It's like I remember comparing
Decimal Imperial.
No, I remember comparing Photoshop and GIMP, generic image modifier program, whatever it was, and everyone's saying use GIMP, you'll love it. And I'd used GIMP, and it was like, no, if you want something that
love it.
No, it was like I compared them to cars. Photoshop Photoshop is like a car. Everyone's if you know a car, you know all the pedals in the right place, and all the power is under the hood where you don't need to worry about it. Sure. GIMP looks like a normal car until you get in it, and then it's got like enough knobs and dials to make up a steam pressure factory. There's like there's a billion pedals at your feet, and none of them, and it's like all of them shift based on some sort of hidden logic, and it's like you have to learn it by trial and error. There's just so many decisions that just why.
Yeah, and by the way, it's a Stirling engine under the hood. It's not even normal combustion. It's some kind of craziness.
Right, we are here to solve your riddle.
Okay, we're here now.
Okay.
That's my American accent. You like it?
We are here to solve a riddle. Now, this is how you solve a riddle, kids. First of all, you take out the riddle and you look at it. Like this. And then you put down the riddle. Rest your eyes for a little bit, then go again. And then,
is there a robot there?
Then put your hand up and say, did anyone else here actually have a brain that works?
Excuse me, sir. Sir, my brain works.
Great. Could you solve this riddle while I think your boat? Why'd you need to sink my boat? 'Cause it's a pirate game.
It's not Sea of Friends. It's Sea of I'm sinking your boat.
It's Thieves of I think your boat. No, this is Sea of don't you... No, it's don't touch that. It's the Thief of don't touch that. It's the Thief where you don't touch anything. That makes me think of Night at the Museum, where they always had those little scenes where they're talking at cross purposes, and it just... It tells me it's full, but you've already gone through it, so when I open it, it says, oh no, Oneton was already here, didn't you know? He took everything out of me. What do you mean? What do you mean everything? Everything!
I mean, it's not that serious, but yeah, a little bit of everything, yes.
No, it was a reference to... Damn, what's his name? He did Commissioner Gordon in the Batman movies.
Oh, it's Gary Oldman.
Yeah, Gary Oldman from his
He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, he's in a movie. I think it's Air Force One, where it's get everyone. And what do you mean everyone? Everyone.
Is that The Rock? No, it's The Professional.
One of the others, but it's just they lampoon it and quite often in Community. I want everything to get through that internet blocker. What do you mean everything? Everything! Yeah.
Castaways Camp. Why do I not know where the Castaways Camp to the east is?
Are you in the east?
I mean, I'm in the Orient.
Castaway Camp to the east. And what do I need to do though?
Kill these stupid skellies? I don't know. I just died.
Reading this map. There we go. Oh, the campfires. Let's cook something. The impaled remains on the northwest beach. Heading there.
There are 2 bottle quests here.
Ooh. Well, I'm doing the one at the top. I'm doing the main one, at least.
There's a brig, far horizon, headed east past galleons.
Are they headed for
Not
the
close,
roar?
but we'll have to watch them. That was my intuition, but I don't know. I wouldn't in a brig, but hey, who am I to say?
Well, they did change the rate at which things hit you. I think it's a bit more survivable.
Where was that Castaways Camp?
Hang on a sec while I get this. I'll meet you down. I think it's kind of in the middle of that bay, towards the shore. It's before the trader. It's before the trader. I think there's a marauder's chest halfway along the shore. Under the bones.
Over here? Or under the... okay.
Yeah.
Under the ribcage. There's a skull over the... Yeah, I see it. Good man. Oh shit.
Everybody, he was locked on to me. No, you're gonna get it. No, not you. Not him. You. Boom.
We both flanked the same direction, and he kind of took a lucky shot at both of us because I think I caught about half of them and you caught the other half.
He was like, hold still, and bam, picture taken. We've got a different boat on now. I changed the boats because the other one hadn't been driven around by Clarkson. Or rather Hammond. Hammond, he's the one that crashes everything.
I was gonna say I prefer Hammond. I'm a bit more Clarkson sized, but I think I have Hammond's attitude. Also, we both drive Mustangs, so it works out. Of course, I drive one unironically in America. And
okay, come on and I'll show you where the camp is. Is there this way to the southeast? This thing. This is it.
Oh. Oh, all right.
The tattered flagpole.
And then the flagpole.
Solve with a shanty.
Good man. Oh, wrecked rowboat. I'm sure it's okay, easy enough. Hunter's Grave. I feel like I should know where that is, but I don't. Is it up high?
Yeah,
Oh, no,
Devil's
here he is.
Ridge.
Here he is.
Devil's Ridge. Kraken's Fall, the Hunter's Grave.
Got the hunter. Ooh, shiny. Boy, that sounded rough.
Oh no, I'm doing fine. Oh, no, not so bad.
Yeah, that bird's
I'm
the
doomed.
roar.
I've been out to see the ferryman in a bit. Hey man, how's things? Still not giving you any personality, have they?
Chillin'.
Maybe you should go see the Wizard of Oz. You know, I haven't played the drum in a while either.
Like IRL or?
No, just the drum in this game.
I was gonna say.
I mean, I think at this point they should give you a choice of which instrument you want to carry.
Yeah, you can. If I remember right, wasn't it you could hotkey the individual instrument? Because I had it set so that my hotkey was the instrument, and then I could flip it by just tapping the hotkey again to
Yeah,
the
you
next
can.
one. So I'd play like accompaniments to people, like somebody'd pick up the lead, and I'd just flip instruments at every fourth bar or so. Here's some treasure.
Ooh. Thank you.
Oh shit. Okay, well, let me take care of this guy. Come here.
Yeah. You can have treasure too. You can have treasure too.
Yeah.
You can have treasure too.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not
I lost my treasure.
how those guys work. Oh jeez.
More of them? See, I miss the normal full-length rare streams. I can't... Well, the thing is, when it comes to... You know, them doing streams, they're not very good at it. And if they start out on one of these tall tales, I don't know if they're going to finish it. Devil's Ridge.
We've had this conversation before, but yeah, the industry is rife with people who can't play games.
I mean, I think what they need to do is maybe take one of them out and get some people who can act. Well, just have them hold controllers and have people who actually know what they're doing play the game.
That would be the thing that I would do is basically encourage the product managers, because really their job is to talk about the features and talk, to point out, oh, okay, well, he's just done this and that's an important feature of the game. Like they're strong at that. They narrate well typically, but they very often can't play.
Again, I keep going round there to try and find the map room. Right, there's now a Reaper ship in the roar.
Yeah.
Wonder why that is.
I believe that's it. They might be doing those old build strat commendations.
I'm gonna have to check them because I don't think there were any that. Well, there probably are some that require you to do the Reaper's mark in the roar. Reputation build rats. Forsaken Shores.
Checking Cursed Crews. Those are the ones I'm thinking of, I think. Well, Cursed Crews, and then, yeah, it would have been Forsaken Shores later. Did you have to do... I don't think you have to fly a Reaper, though.
No. Well, aren't there some cargo missions that generally require you to do them under Reaper? Maybe they're just combining one and the other. Oh, there's a ship there. A brigantine. We'll cut round the right side and leave them a good flank. We've got our alliance flag up.
I was going to say, you want a buddy sock?
Well, it's actually a slip, but I'm not interested in bothering them. It might be that guy from earlier. It's not fair. You have 2 cannons. I only have 1. Well, whoever he is, I hope he has fun. I still remember us that we came up and I think it was Plunder, and there was a gang that had just spawned there, but we were sailing in, shall we say, colourful bad company, and it was just fire, 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 fire. Down they went.
Yeah, you don't catch fresh spawns very often, which is kind of nice.
Remember once was it really me and a pal were we just spawned when suddenly these 2 pirates came running in to the tavern. I was like, please don't shoot, we're friendly. And they didn't, and we actually signed up an alliance and exchanged Reaper chests.
There you go.
I'm not sure if I can hear a Meg. I'm getting that kind of, but it could just be several sound effects working together.
I don't hear it. I think it's just the water. I think.
Okay, I think pool front, we're almost there. We're pretty much there.
Yeah, front coming in. Front's up. Back's up.
And we're here to solve a riddle.
Yeah, it's 2, remember?
Yes. So...
look at me.
Yeah, if you trigger one,
I can
I'll
fly like a little bird.
make sure the ship parks properly.
I'm gonna try for the bottle.
Okay, I'll take the main.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the waterfall's easy enough to find.
I remember, what was it? Captain Farquhar was going off his head about this skull that's on the capstan for this set.
Yeah.
And it should have been facing either flat forward or flat back, not off to the side this way. And then imagining someone is saying, you know, you had one job! You had one job!
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're doing the bottle, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right, I will deal with the waterfall. Oh, the cave waterfall. Right, that's over the other side.
Waterfall.
It was so weird for that one time today to be, you know, be the one getting up in the morning when it's Solar Flare's time to go to bed. Normally,
yeah, I was gonna say, are you not?
Normally I come in from work and he's just getting up. But yeah, that was a nice switch because, you know, he says, right, I really need to get out of bed.
Has he flipped shifts or something?
No. It was just he had a day off, and he was going to. He had a day off. He was going to play some in the evening, and I said, "Well, hang on. According to my calculations, the time I get up in the morning is just about the time you should be trying to play this game in the evening. So I will check in." And he waited for me, so that was nice.
Right. Aww.
There we go. Read this map here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but I think it counted when I tried to show it instead. Okay, 8 paces north by northwest from the monstrous sea creature encased in land. I don't recall that one before.
It's in the cave. That one's just a painting.
Ah. Looking for a
I wonder if the keg will kill those 3 snakes. Yes.
I hate being poisoned. You can never see. Oh, there it is, I think. 8 paces north by northwest.
There you go.
There we go. bottle quests don't count as main quests, do they?
Not for like your commendation count, I don't think.
That's a pity, because it involves as much sailing as often.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they could have done an exchange, like every few bottle quests done equals... I mean, there are little commendations for the legendary voyages that give you an even more insulting amount of XP for all the time you spent playing their game.
It's, yeah, I find myself in Insiders catching, because I'm not a legend yet there, I'll get in alliances with people who have already grounded out, and so I'll catch like their little peripheral commendations for things and get like little dribs and drabs. I got like a third of a level now.
I really wish that they'd do something to make legendary voyages doable again, because I'm just not willing to do them anymore. I just can't get it. I just can't get interested in them. It's just 3 hours of monotony. Punishment. Well, your boat's more stocked out than when you started. Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
I came really close to lagging out. It's bizarre. I got the Flying Dutchman thing for a second, and I was like up in the air. And then I dropped out of party. And then it just dropped me back in, and I was on the deck, and you were moving the boat. It's just
Sorry.
like, oh, okay. It was okay. It all worked out.
Well, that reminds me, there's an actual title that I'm actually interested in here.
Which one?
Nope. There we go. Should say a legendary cursed voyager now.
It just says stunningly handsome. I don't know.
Well, some people are just naturally gifted. Pull front sail, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is possibly not good. Anchor, 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 anchor.
Yep, coming. It's down.
Too
I
late!
got you. I know, I got you. Oh wow, that's a lot.
That's worse than the Enterprise when can hit it.
You got holes on the far side of the boat. How do you even do that?
I'm just better at this game than some people think.
Clearly. Some people don't think you're very good.
It's
But you're better
just,
than
it's just, it's just the damn. There's still water.
Commies?
It's just these sandbanks. Okay, they're out to get me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm probably going to head off and order an meal. So,
Yeah, most likely the same. I'm gonna cash out here. And...
well, that's good. I didn't like the idea of you going out alone. You need me
No,
one time.
I'm alright.
How many? Hey,
Do it, but
listen, trust me. How many subscribers do you have?
far fewer than you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you need me.
Exactly. That's one way to eschew violence. Sell off all your cannonballs.
They said there's going to be like advantage in teaming up on the tall tales, so hopefully there's alliance commendations for doing it, or no? Actual alliance commendations? No, I'm guessing.
Not that I know of. I don't know.
You see, that's that one. There's been nothing really on par with the skeleton ships or the Megalodon in a while.
You get, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel sure about that at all.
I guess they're just talking generally that yes, it helps to have buddies, but
It depends on what they intended, and also depends on what they have in store, and I don't feel like I understand either one.
again, there just haven't been as many awesome alliance things to do in a while.
Yeah, yeah.
It's almost like they don't like people getting along in this game. Are you wanting those kegs sold?
We can, sure.
That close. That close, mate. That close. Oh my goodness, it was. I couldn't get that Gwen Stefani song Hollaback Girl out my head, so I had to watch it. I don't think I've ever watched the whole thing, I just remember the chorus. Ain't no hollaback girl, ain't no hollaback girl.
Sure.
No. You people watching the stream can't get it out of your heads either. So you will go watch it too. Now.
That's also
Now.
That's also why this video pulled a DMCA copyright violation. So, sorry.
Okay, is there anything else on the ship too? Oh, my broken legs. Oh man, it sounds like there's a skull. Yep, there's a skull.
Oh yeah, that's right. We found one.
Yes, Angry Joe's very upset. He got... Ages ago he did a Borderlands video where he talked about how many guns there were, and he used the song In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle, the Lion Sleeps Tonight, you know. Just a wimbleby, and it's just... He referenced that clip for his Borderlands 2 reaction, and just 4 seconds of that song got him a copyright strike in 4 seconds. 4 seconds of that got him a copyright strike.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're done with this ship, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Goodbye, crusty boat.
It's like, wait, I'm actually a magical boat. I'm alive. I feel. Ooh, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. I'm suffering.
Don't worry, one man can't drive you anymore.
Under the sea. Under the sea. I'm still swimming. This is awesome. Are you on the wheel? Yes, you're driving as well. Come on. Let's go dancing under the sea. Oh, it's gone.
Oh man, I feel like that was a good adventure waiting to happen.
Yes.
They need to make that happen for sure.
Yes,
Like they need to turn your boat into a submarine at some point.
Just so I can paint it yellow and sing that song.
Exactly.
But it's, yes, they need underwater portions, solid underwater portions where you have to, you know, take a potion or a magic gem or something that lets you exist under the water. You know,
Right, and not just glitches.
Yeah, either that or you have to switch to a merman version of a merman pirate, you know.
Right.
So you've got a merman variation which has got which can breathe underwater, but can't leave the water.
It becomes Ethel. As long as they make you change your name to Ethel, I'm good with it.
And I really hope they do let us become skeletons and we can add bone paint and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cheers,
Right.
mate.
Cheers. Thanks for that. See you again.
GG.